You know, the big question is which side of the ball?
Both. Pros, this at least how many seconds between plays? Please, he's gonna go jogging after the darn game because
the game too slow for Travis Hunter. Matter of fact, Travis Hunter is just that nice. Travis Hunter recently finished one of the most historic college football seasons in history. One of the most, if not the most, awarded player in all of college football history. Of course, you add on top of that the Heisman. I mean, the coup de grace when it comes to the world of college football. Look, I think that everybody, no matter how often you think it's an overused term, generational, he clearly is that. He's a generational talent. And that's not what I said. That's what Urban Meyer said. That's what the Titans head of staff said. That's what the Jaguars head of staff today. And now I believe that for about a week, people were convincing themselves that Travis Hunter can't run routes. We did that video yesterday, and I told you the truth. And I told you that, look, he might not be an elite route runner yet, but he's probably going to get there because he's elite in everything else that he does. But when it comes to what he's able to produce on the field, I want you to understand there's a reason why he was the number 2 overall pick no matter what. So today we're actually going to go through some of the great things that he does. Look at the catch radius, look at the positive that he has. And of course, you got the praise from one of the greatest to ever do it in Deion Sanders. He's going to talk about Travis playing both ways, his ambitions there. Then you got Patrick Peterson also believe in it. Then you have some people from the pivot. Now I know Ryan Clark's in a little bit of heat right now, but we're not gonna go too far in there. But before we get too deep in it, I want to get right into it because I've made a lot of Travis Hunter videos, right? And in a lot of those videos, I consistently talk about how, and even Trevor Lawrence said this, right? The energy that he produces while he plays the game of football, it's something that is extremely unique, right? I don't think he's the only person that enjoys playing the game of football, but man, being this good at football and not just being whatever, nonchalant, whatever. Oh no, he loves it, right? He's out there enjoying himself. Hey, that's a nice route. That has some nice timing on it, right? Like I said, he's not the greatest route runner of all time, but can we be honest with ourselves? Because you know what I'm saying, I was a little upset in the comment section. It not being the greatest, I'm saying number 1. I'm sorry that he's only top 5. I'm sorry that he's only elite. Is that bad? Is that bad to just be elite at 2 different positions? How about doing this phenomenal stuff? Him showing off the fact that, hey, I can't put Travis Hunter can't catch. You could never say that. You could never convince anybody of that. Moves there, boom. The catch radius there. Hey, he steps there. 2 hands there. He's got his teammates moving and flowing. Trevor Lawrence has said positive things about him. Man, the dude does great things. I never, ever want y'all to ever think that he's not going to continue to do phenomenal things. But, I don't know nothing about it. What does Coach Prime have to say about it?
the former NFL players sit on these type of platforms and all the kind of platforms that give them a voice now, sit up there and say what this man can't do at the next level.
Right.
How stupid is that?
Yeah.
How can you say what a person can't do just because you can't fathom it? Yeah. No one has seen a guy go both ways like he goes.
Sure.
And you say, oh, he can't do that. Yes, he can. That's what he does. That's all he knows.
Yeah.
So how are you going to tell a man what he can't do? And the scouts ask me every day, what is he? I say he's a football player. If you put him on offense in the NFL and you don't have him on defense, you're going to look like a fool because he's going to be your best defensive player not playing. And the same thing vice versa. So the best thing for you to do is draft him to whatever and have a package ready for him on the opposing side.
Let's get back to Travis, though.
Yeah.
You know, the big question is which side of the ball?
Both.
But, okay, now you know the NFL wear and tear. I know he played, what, 111 snaps. But, I mean, I'm just...
How's it wear and tear?
So you as a coach, let's say the mental wear and tear.
Can I make my case?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. NFL is a slow game. You go into a huddle.
You're not running a play every 16 seconds, like in college.
And how's the contact nowadays? Minimal.
Mm-hmm.
So that game is more conducive to him being successful than a college game.
Okay.
Because college is tempo, 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 tempo. Now you talking about you got to be in shape. Pros, this at least how many seconds between plays? Please, he's gonna go jogging after the darn game because he's
some replays.
Here you go. He's gonna have all that energy, man. He is built for this, and you will be an idiot to sit out there with your defense on the field and your corner's getting killed and he's on the sideline by you.
Mm-hmm.
What you think those fans are gonna do? Boo, first of all, you're already going to be bad because you drafted him early because you're already bad. Let's get that straight. You're already a bad team. What you think those fans are going to do when he's sitting over there with you and the corners are getting bombed?
I mean, Baldy.
Thank you.
No, I mean, he's my starting corner, and I've got a wide package for him.
There you go.
Right? I mean,
or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about two things. One, I want to talk about that take because I think some people are going to have a lot to say about the whole NFL is actually slow, and I think it makes a lot of sense. But well, first off, it's something that I've been saying on the channel for a long time, and it's this idea, or really the notion and the thing that you can see right on there, that the fact that Deion Sanders is going to defend every single one of his players like they're Travis Hunter. And what I mean by that is like the fact that he's on this NFL, many things at the Colorado showcase, not just speaking of Travis Hunter, oh, he's great, he's this, he's whatever. No. I'm about to argue you down. I'm not going to give you just some lame excuse of, oh, the NFL is a little harder, but Travis Hunter is ready. No. That, right? Bump that. How about I argue you down and tell you, matter of fact, the game too slow for Travis Hunter. Matter of fact, Travis Hunter is just that nice. So, like, it's so inspiring to see, like, the last bit of prime time that Deion Sanders uses. He uses it to uplift his players, his guys, and that's either Colorado, ex-Colorado, people associated with, obviously, how he talks about Shador, same way he talks about, Travis. Maybe not Shiloh. Shiloh's the only one that I think, but we know Shiloh. Shiloh's a different breed. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the slowness of it. I think the more controversial part of that take is this the idea that the hitting, quote unquote, is not there. I don't think that's right. For as much as to his point that there was a lot of penalties and a lot of the game that's kind of tenured and designed for less contact, obviously, because they're trying to, take that away from the game, the NFL, just for safety reasons, quote unquote, in a game about smashing people's heads against each other. But anyway, the more important part there is that him saying that at some point these grown men aren't going to be able to put a hit on 195-pound Travis Hunter. And we've got to be honest with ourselves, right? Now we do see Devontae Smith. Now I will say to counter my point before I even get into it, Devontae Smith, very slight, very subtle, very strong though. So there's no saying or there's no telling that Travis Hunter can't do that, right? And I think that's the best bet. I'm not saying he's going to be a Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is one of the best route runners in the league. He had a historic just wide receiver. What's it called? But we don't got to talk about that. His collegiate accolades are immense. Skinny Batmans are. So, hey, you have that, but at the same time, is Fred Warner going to be that light on you? You know what I'm saying? Like, are these linebackers going to be that light on you? Is Al-Shaair, my Texans guy, is he going to be that light on you? I don't know. I don't know if these grown adults will be, quote unquote, less physical. I think he's still going to take his lumps. But I think the point that he does make that's good is that, yeah, specifically when you talk about the Big 12, right? The Big 12 is known, Big 12, Pac-12, known for tempo, known for no huddle. That was, even with and that was so crazy to me. Even with they added the green dot, there were still teams with their stuff on the sideline still doing the same thing. Like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Old traditions die hard, I guess. But that's interesting to think. How do y'all feel? Do you think that the NFL is so soft that Travis Hunter, who by all means, like you see, he's dancing and he's always having a good time while he's out at practice or playing or doing something, right? Is he going to be able to trivialize what they got going on? I don't know. But let's hear it. So this is what's it called? I want to skip over that. I want to go straight to Denzel Ward, Travis Hunter's ex-teammates, new teammate, Travis Hunter and Denzel Ward, and what he has to say about mentoring Travis Hunter and what he can do on both sides of the ball.
Exceptional player, and I think that seeing him on field, he's able to do it in college. So I would be excited to see him do it in the NFL as well. You got to be open to seeing different things, and that would be different. So it just takes one person to do it at an extremely high level. I know it's guys that play both ways here and there, but I'm rooting for him though.
Yeah, so it's good to see that because I think early on, like specifically before he got drafted, there was a lot of people trying to kind of put him in a box of what he can and what he can't be or what he can and what he can't do. But I liken or I appreciate people like Denzel Ward that are not just saying that I think he can do it, but are emphasizing that, right? Like, hey, not only do I think he can do it, but I want to see it. I want to see what it can add to the game, and I want to see what level it does. Here is a throwback clip of what's it called, Charles Woodson as well. Speaking on,
to go out there and run 15, 20 plus plays, every game, and I mean every game. That's pretty impressive. It's not just the amount of plays that he played. He really made impact plays on both sides of the ball. It's just, such a dynamic athlete. For me, I don't believe that, he's the type of player that you want to just have on the sideline for, 50, 60 snaps of a game. I would play him as a defensive back. But offensively, I'm going to have a package here or there, depending on our matchups that week, whatever game we're playing. I think he's more natural at playing receiver and attacking the football as a receiver. But I know he don't want that. And I'm thinking teams will, look at his athleticism and playmaking ability, and they want to, utilize him some. So the way he goes and get it, you can't really coach it that level. He understands, the most important thing after is that ball and to get to it. Just a phenomenal athlete.
Congratulations to Mr. Charles Woodson. Actually, if I could pull it up here, Charles Woodson, it's kind of interesting. We just talked about Brown's teammate. It's going to pop up. There it is. He is officially a partner. So we are thrilled to welcome Pro Football Hall of Famer, inductee, Super Bowl champion, Ohio native Charles Woodson as a limited partner to the ownership group for the Cleveland Browns. So congratulations to Charles Woodson. Let's kind of wrap it up by addressing some of the generational, some of the some of these different things that have been kind of said, these buzzwords that have been said. We got a few plays here that I think on the positive side highlight what Travis Hunter does best. And I also want to correct myself. In the last video, I said that Travis Hunter was top 10 in both categories in both defensive back and receiver. Final stats is wrong, but I do have to point out that he was top 10 because obviously top 14. He's top 8 in receiving touchdowns. He was, I believe, top 10 in all these categories before the playoffs. They add up the playoffs and, whatever, numbers 2. So I think that changed things as well. And, of course, shout out to Ashton Genty. Let me comment down below if y'all want me to do an Ashton Genty video. Apparently, they took him out, his Michael Myers stance. What's going on with that? But let's get into it. Here are a few plays that epitomize why Travis Hunter has the potential to be a Hall of Famer alongside Charles Woodson. Let's start with his ability. And obviously, as the Hall of Famer said, man, as much as we say, and I hate that, and I hope I didn't make people upset that I only said Travis Hunter was just great and just super amazing at this, and he's not the greatest route runner of all time. I'm so sorry if that hurt your feelings, me saying that Travis Hunter is only just phenomenal at running routes, because he clearly is. The burst is there. Don't get it twisted, right? His ability to shift and do things, I think it's more pronounced when he has the ball in his hands. I think he's a lot more of a natural player with the ball in his hands, and it might not look the cleanest and smoothest or whatever, but I guarantee you the separation is there. And more importantly, the ball skills are there. This is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen in my life. Y'all can have OBJ. And by the way, OBJ has a better catch than the one-handed going back catch. It's the one-handed diving into the end zone. Who was that against Washington? That's the one. Anyway, not the point. This is the greatest catch I think I've ever seen in my life. Now, mind you, right before this, Deion Sanders went up to Travis and said, "Hey, I don't give a just catch this ball." Like, that's literally what he said. Hey, just catch it. Now, when you talk about body control, sure. When you talk about agility, sure. When you talk about tempoing, right? Tempoing a route and the technicals of route running, you got all of that in this, right? Boom. I take you outside. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to create a little bit of space. Now he's got hands to the face. How about I just catch the ball while he's trying to choke slam me? He's looking through a small little slivet in his helmet. He catches it. No way that he actually saw that. I'm sorry. That obviously flags fly. It's pass interference. He does not care. He's just going to sit right here and just catch the ball through another man. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. And I think it does a great job epitomizing what he does great. And this is the reason why everybody says, and I agree with Charles Woodson, hey, let him play defense, please. Please let him play defense, because this is what happens when you just allow him to play freely. And obviously it was almost a pick, but you know what I'm saying, it was crazy. But this is what happens. Like it's the fact that this ball, look how high this ball is thrown, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? And then again, the body control to go from, okay, you're stacked on the, Like, look at this. He's stacked on the inside. Oh, he's got all this space, right? Look at how he jumps to contest this. He jumps late, guys. Guys, Hudson jumped before. So Hudson gets to jump first. He's already jumping. He jumps off 2 feet. Travis jumps off 1 and is up there breaking the ball off, dog. That's different. That's different. And I don't even have my favorite Travis Hunter play because I've reviewed it like 8,000 times throughout the season. It's the TCU interception. Crazy stuff. But then how about this? Do you think something like this is going to be able to translate into the NFL? I don't know. Catch a ball on the sideline for no reason on 3rd and 6. There's 17 people around him. Human joystick. Put his foot in the grind. I mean, he can run that for a touchdown if it don't get too spicy. Like, I want to make sure we know. Travis Hunter is that guy. Travis Hunter, if you think you already have him as a Hall of Famer, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you pulling the way. Hey, if they want to say he can't run routes and can't catch, hey, man, I got him as a Hall of Famer. He definitely has Hall of Fame talent. He has amazing, elite talent. But as we wrap this up, there's one thing we do have to do. And that is go ahead. Whoa, wow. Words, language.
I'm Travis Hunter.
What's it called? Oh my goodness, please. We're going to read some of the top comments from the Travis Hunter video from yesterday. Y'all were so great and obliged to check out my stuff. Obviously, Grape Tea News. Shout out to Grape Tea News. Always supporting, always leaving it. Now, if y'all don't get it, Travis Hunter Can't Run Routes is the name of the video. Clearly, that's quotation routes, that quotation marks. That's what the people were saying. Y'all was trying to get mad at me, man. If you pay attention to Deion's assessment of sorry, I'm going too quick. This is Ron Vo. Travis Hunter never had these problems with Shadur. Quit playing. If you paid attention, this is Sir Yali Beats. Attention to Deion in his assessment of Travis. He personally believes that Travis is a DB, but he's totally capable of being a wide receiver. Also, Travis was never a refined route runner. He's still a talent. That's something that can be taught. So, however, lastly, it's the offseason. People need to get a life. Let him grow into his professional self. He was drafted a month ago. This is how sleepers are made. He just won the Heisman Trophy. The problem with the people thinking this is they never saw him move in person. On camera, it looks like he's moving slow, but in real life, he's moving 3 times faster than it seems. We talking about practice, not a game, not playoffs. Practice. A player that can run all day and doesn't get tired is gold. When DBs run out of gas, he still be crushing it. And he's going to get better as the game progresses. T. Hunter, Rookie of the Year. Okay. Travis Hunter is a competitor. Shout out to Kelly. She comments on a lot of stuff. Shout out to you, Kelly Gorham, 2707. He wants to win. Shador wants to win as well. I don't pay attention to things other people write about any player coming from Coach Prime, knowing the hate that many of these players. Okay, this is long. I'm not gonna read all this. I'm gonna like your thing though. Appreciate you, man. The problem with Travis has in his routes is that he needs to slow down mentally. He needs to gradually build up on his top speed when making cuts. I'm not sure if I agree with all that. It's them Adidas cleats. Hey, it's the Adidas cleats. Coach Reese, hey, it's the Adidas cleats. You're right, man. Let's wrap this up, man. I really appreciate y'all watching this. I am a Travis Hunter fan account. I love everything he does. Appreciate y'all for supporting, man. Y'all be great. You know you're great. Continue to be great. Like this video if you like it. Dislike if you don't like it. Subscribe if you enjoy football content at all shapes and sizes, and we'll see you next time, man. Peace.